Okay, Al, so you said that your dad moved over here from Seattle in 1908, right?
1908.
And then he mainly raised chickens, is that right?
And we also had dairy cows here. My mother took care of the cattle.
Oh, no kidding.
Cattle over here, really?
We had four cows, and she would, and we had our own.
And he made his money from having a barber shop, is that right?
Well, not once he come over here, then he let the barber shop go.
Yeah, got it.
This is the main place here then.
So at
And
least,
then my father had rental property over in Seattle.
oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so it used to be a logger's cabin.
This is great.
Back there, right at the edge of the woods.
Yeah?
There were, and so then in 1937, when
1937.
so
Wow.
No, what I'm saying, so before that, it was sitting back by
Yeah.
the woods there. And then in 37, when my uncle was getting married, why my father had it brought down there and set up because that was their honeymoon cottage for several weeks while he was over here. See, he worked on the Virginia 5. He was a mate on the Virginia 5.
What's that?
Huh? My uncle. The Virginia 5 that used to run from here over to Seattle. That's how you used to get to Seattle from here.
Oh.
And we had dock down here, dock over along Vashon, and it would, and then overnight it would stay down in Elizabeth at the end of the Vashon, and then in the mornings it would come along here and pick up the people and take them to Seattle, and then in the evening it would bring them back again.
Huh.
So, but the cabin, you moved 70 years ago. How long do you think it was in existence before that?
Well, hard to say. Hard to say. The loggers had it, so hard to say. And then I had to rebuild is what I've done.
Oh, yeah.
I had all new siding and
Yeah.
this and that.
Oh, yeah.
So now, was the sink in there, was that a kitchen, or was that a bathroom, or was that both?
No, that was the kitchen sink.
That was the kitchen
was the
sink.
pantry. See, that's the pantry, and that's what we
Yep.
have for. And when I got out of the service, why then, until I could find a place, why Faye and I, we lived in there for about 6 months.
About 6. Now, how did you get water into the kitchen?
Well, we just have to carry it in a bucket. And,
So you brought it in a bucket. I
From
was
where?
thinking that maybe
From
you did.
where?
Well, we
where?
had a well down here,
Okay.
where that maple tree is now. Why, we had a water tank up in the maple tree, and then we have water coming to our big house there. It was torn down now where my place sits, but we had a house sitting there, and plumbed and that, and so then we get the water out of the faucet there and carried it down to the cabin.
So now, didn't your dad have like how many acres did he have along this place?
Well, about 100 acres.
About 100 acres he had along this place. So you were down to the last 3, and finally you gave the last 3 to the Deffenbaugh, huh? Well, I guess you gave about the last 20 to the Deffenbaughs, one way or the other.